Okay, Rabotai, maybe you guys can help us out. Srugo, huh? We have Srugo here today. So it says like this. Says like this. Out of all the materials of the Mishkan, which was the last material to be announced? Meaning to say, you had gold, donate silver, donate copper, donate shittim, atzeh shittim, donate. The last, what was the last ones it speaks about? There's like about 15 materials what you have to donate. One of the things were avnei shoham, avnei miluim. Now avnei shoham, avnei miluim, if you notice, that was the most, if you think about it, the most hashuv item, because that was on the Hoshen and the ephod of the breastplate of the of the Kohen Gadol. So why are you mentioning that last? You should mention that first, no? Yeah? Fancy, yeah? It should be mentioned. The answer is, from the Hachaim HaKadosh, you have to know one of the things that the people, the tzaddikim, when they woke up in the morning, they had man. In the man, they had jewels. Those jewels came from that Avnei Miluim Shoham. And therefore, as they were taking their bread, they also took the jewels. So it wasn't hard for them to actually get those Avnei Miluim Shoham. What was hard? The hard was the Zahav and the Kesef. Why? Because, think about it. How many years they were working in Egypt? Many, many years they were working in Egypt. What was their payment at the end of the day? That was the gold and the silver that they got out of Egypt. They worked very, very hard for that. So the things they worked very, very hard for, that was written first. The other things they didn't work so hard for, which was the Avnei Miluim, Avnei Shoham, they just found it in the man when they just lifted it up. They didn't work so hard for that. So that was mentioned last. There's a big yesod in life, in spirituality and everything that we do. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to exert our energy for it. You ever hear a statement? Nothing good comes easy. You ever hear that, Mike? Nothing good comes easy. A person has to work for it. The more you invest in something, the more you'll appreciate it. And really, 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 that's why he said, what a person is created right here. The Olam Haba, Gan Eden, he's created. The main purpose is not Olam Hazeh. The main purpose is the next world. We are in a whole way to get to the next world. That's the bottom line. Olam Hazeh, Domel Lefros Dor, Lefnei Olam Haba. Verush. Right? Ramchal says, everybody says it. Pirkei Avot speaks about it. So it's the whole way. So the question is, if this is the whole way, how come Hashem didn't put it straight directly in Olam Haba? How come Hashem didn't just make you born in Olam Haba? How come the only way, Mitzvah Yeshirim says, the only way you can get to Olam Haba is only being born in this world? It's the only way. And if you don't pass through this world, it's impossible Olam Haba. You can't just go into Olam Haba. Why? Why? You know why? Because this world, what are we constantly doing? We're constantly working hard to fulfill Hashem's will. There's challenges in life, there's tests in life, there's everything in life. And therefore, when you do that, you'll appreciate the fact when you get to Gan Eden after 120, wow, I really accomplished great things. You'll enjoy it more. You'll feel better. You understand, Rabotai? That's why this world, we have to exert ourselves. We have to work hard. Nothing good comes easy. I'm talking about, forget just the spirituality realm of it. And anything that you do in life, if you don't work hard for it, the enjoyment is not the same enjoyment. You got to work hard, but especially working hard to serve Hashem. That already, they write the Arizal and many, many Gdolim. Before they started to sit down and learn, you know what? They had in mind, they knew they were going to sweat in their learning. They didn't go, no, they sweated in their learning. That's how they learned. You know, someone got to learn, so very good. I learned 2 hours, I learned 5 hours, I learned 3 hours, great. But then you have the next level and they sweat in order to exert themselves the most of their mental capabilities that they can actually capacitate. You hear what's going on? The same thing with chesed. What does it say? A person, when a person is doing kindness, okay, it comes easy, comes not easy. You got to work hard to do that kindness. Meaning to say, some kindness is easy, okay, so it's not out of my way. No, you'll enjoy that more. And that's really, really, a person has to understand. In this world, you're born once. What are you born for? You're born to exert yourself. Exert yourself for what? To the service of Hashem. And when you do that, you'll enjoy your produce much more. I remember one time, I'll end off with this. One time I remember a person was telling me over. He said, this week I enjoyed Shabbat the most. So why'd you enjoy this Shabbat the most? He said, because this week, Shabbat, the entire week, from Sunday to Friday, I worked so hard I needed a break. And therefore, Baruch Hashem, I had the break on Shabbat. I know Shabbat's coming. I enjoyed it so much. Why? Because he exerted himself so much during the week. He enjoyed that break now. He enjoyed Shabbat. Wow, it's the greatest great. You hear what we're saying over here? It's the same thing. A person in this world, he has one shot. Do the best in this world. Exert yourself to the max. And then after 120, when you see your portion in Gan Eden is tremendously great, you'll appreciate it because you worked hard in this world as much as you can. You sweated it out and you went through the challenges, and therefore you'll appreciate your Olam Haba a billion times and you get in a billion times more.